I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Hello, guys. Today is the 5th of August 2025, and Thomas Tekweku Partey appeared before the Westminster Magistrates Court, United Kingdom, for a hearing. A lot of trends transpired. I'm going to give you the comprehensive insights of this sensitive story to we Ghanaian football fanatics. I will talk extensively from the camps of the star boy, Mohamed Kudus, Terry Yegbe, Ransford Yebua Konisdofa, and Adab from Black Stars remaining 2026 World Cup qualification matches spread across September and October. But before I proceed with the details of all these stories, quickly, let's do it together. If you are new on this platform, kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the post notification bell for more updates. Please don't forget to like the video and share to other social media platforms. You can follow Manuel TV Sports both on Facebook and TikTok, and leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts in my subsequent videos. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get straightforward into the video. And to commence with is the camp of the workaholic midfielder Thomas Tekweku Partey, has been reported earlier on this platform. Thomas Partey was being charged by the Metropolitan Police through the Crown Prosecution Service in the United Kingdom for 5 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault, and he needed to appear before court to defend himself. That is the Westminster Magistrates Court in the United Kingdom today. Partey did that exactly, and let's have a breakdown of what transpired today in court. It was very sensitive for Thomas Tekweku Partey. The Westminster Magistrates Court is a district court in the United Kingdom. They've now referred the case to a higher court, and it's quite amazing and interesting to know the breakdown of what's happened today at courts. And let's have the breakdown through one of the reliable sports journalism outlets, The Independent. This is how they've given things out. According to them, based on the details of allegations, it's about 3 complainants. So 3 plaintiffs against Thomas Tekweku Partey being a defendant. For the first complainant, she stated that 2 counts of back rape. I'm using back rape in terms of that one, back rape. Okay, I just don't want to use specific terms on this platform. And for complainant 2, 1 count of private parts rape and 1 count of back rape. 1 count of private parts rape. That is total of 3 rape charges from complainant 2 or plaintiff 2. To the third complainant, she stated that 1 count of sexual assault allegedly at Partey's home in February 2022. So that is this. And looking at it, 1 incident is said to have taken place while Partey was on holidays in Spain. So they've included everything. Let's check out the legal proceedings for Thomas Tekweku Partey. And Kweku Partey needed to be in courts today in person because it's part of the formal legal procedures in order for him to answer certain questions. And with respect to the legal proceedings, Partey appeared before the district court, which is the Westminster Magistrates Court, with all these 6 charges being referred to the Crown Court at the Old Bailey, as 5 of them are serious indictable offenses for Thomas Tekweku Partey. According to Partey's lawyer, Emmanuel Fenn, he did not object to this move, but the judge who was in position today, Paul Goldspring, emphasized that these are serious charges that require full trial at a higher court. So all these charges are very serious for Thomas Tekweku Partey. They are now taking it from the district court to a higher court, meaning they cannot defend it now at the district level. They have to take it to the higher court. That is the latest that's happened from Partey's court proceeding. And they've given Partey bail conditions for him to follow. And these are the respective bail conditions for Thomas Tekweku Partey during the legal proceedings today in courts. First part, Partey has been granted conditional bail under the following terms: no contact with 3 complainants. So all the 3 complainants, Partey shouldn't have any contact with them. Must notify police if he changes his residence. He plans to stay somewhere else for more than 14 consecutive days. So if Partey is coming to Ghana to spend 14 consecutive days, that means continual days, he has to notify the police and tell them his residence as it stands now. So that is it, which is very critical for Thomas Tekweku Partey. If he wishes to travel abroad, Partey should also notify the police. Breach of any condition will likely lead to arrest and remand in custody for Thomas Kweku Partey. So if he breaches any of these outlines or conditions, Kweku Partey will be arrested and he will be in the police custody. That is the latest coming in. So it is quite tedious for Thomas Kweku Partey as it stands now. And let's look at the defense statements. According to Partey's legal team, they've welcomed the opportunity to finally clear his name. So this is the opportunity for them to clear Kweku Partey's name amid all these sexual allegations. So that is it. It's quite tedious and quite pathetic to hear surrounding a player like Thomas Partey, who is of Ghanaian interest. And these are the latest that's happened through the legal proceedings about Thomas Kweku Partey at the Westminster Magistrates Court in the United Kingdom. So finally, Thomas Kweku Partey has been granted bail, but the case now has been referred to a higher court rather than a district court, and is in to defend himself. But let me check out the timeline for all these procedures. So the summary of everything is Thomas Kweku Partey will be appearing before court again on the 2nd of September 2025. So just barely a month later, Partey will be in court to defend himself again as to whether he will be proven guilty or not guilty. So let's pray to support Thomas Kweku Partey. Away from the camp of Thomas Kweku Partey is to the camp of the star boy Mohamed Kudus. After a move from West Ham United to Tottenham Hotspur, he has had lengthy interview with Others Good. Others Good is a football correspondent of Tottenham Hotspur at Football London. And I highlighted 4 points of his interview. The first part is his hero when he was growing up in Africa, and he stated that a lot of players, but the one he idolized that time is JJ Okocha Austin of Nigeria. Let's check this one out on the screens. He stated that a lot of players, but from Africa, it was JJ Okocha. I really liked how he was playing. So he really liked how JJ Okocha was playing, and he's emulating some of his skills in his modern day football with Tottenham Hotspur. The second question is, what was Frank Thomas, the head coach of Tottenham Hotspur, expecting or asked him to do when he joined Tottenham Hotspur? These are the exact response of Mohamed Kudus to the interviewer. We all know my abilities in 1v1s, trying to create and help the team. So that is what I am here to try and do. But defensively, try to add to my game as well. So defensively, he needs to add up things so that things will be okay for him. Kudus spoke about how he has settled well at the Tottenham Hotspur team. And let's check out this. Everybody has helped me a lot. The guys try to speak to me to get the connection on and off the pitch. So far, it has been smooth. Kevin Danso is a Ghanaian, so we speak our local dialect. That is a Twi language. I want to say, so these are the sign of words Mohamed Kudus and Kevin Danso have been using. So it has been easier to connect. We talk about everything. Football, life. He just tries to help me because he has been here before me. Kevin Danso is Austria-born of Ghanaian descent, but he chose to represent Austria rather than the Black Stars of Ghana. And according to Kudus, this guy has been very lovely for him, and in his stay at Tottenham Hotspur, it's going to be very good in the midst of Kevin Danso. So that's from the camp of Mohamed Kudus. The last part of his interview that I highlighted was that Mohamed Kudus is ever ready and representing Tottenham Hotspur. And the last part of Mohamed Kudus' interview that I highlighted, that he spoke effusively about Son Heung-min. And these are the exact words of Mohamed Kudus about Son Heung-min. I have so much respect and admiration for him. We played against each other in the World Cup. I just love how he plays. He has done a lot for the club, and I'm grateful to have come here and played with him. He has been a great example for us from how he trains and carries himself. So big up to him. So according to Mohamed Kudus, big up to Son Heung-min. And these are the exact words from Mohamed Kudus, the ones that I've highlighted from his recent interview with Football London. Away from the camp of the star boy Mohamed Kudus are some latest transfer stories surrounding some Black Stars and Ghanaian players. The first player to talk about is Ransford Yeboah Konisdorfer. It was highly anticipated that he was on the verge of joining OGC Nice, a French League One outfit. But according to the latest report from French broadcaster RMC Sports, the deal has fallen through. And these are some of the reasons coming out. There was this unspecified issue during his first medical, and upon the second medical, they needed to halt everything. So his move from Hamburger SV to OGC Nice didn't materialize, and that is the latest coming in. Even though the deal was reportedly around 6 to 7 million euros, it didn't come off. And so far, he's very happy in staying here with his club side. Let me say his current club side, that is Hamburger SV. That is the latest news coming in from the camp of Ransport Yabua Konistofa. Let me move on to the camp of Terry Yegbe. Terry Yegbe has been the subject of interest for a lot of clubs in the English Premier League Summer Championship. But with the latest rumor that came in was Terry Yegbe joining Birmingham City, and he has made some clarifications in his recent interview. He said, as it stands now, whoever is in control of any deal for him is his agents, and is much interested in focusing on his club side, Augsburg IF. Let's have a glance of what Terry Yegbe has to say with respect to the latest transfer rumor surrounding his camp. He started by saying, I said I don't know anything about it because I told my agents not to inform me about the transfer window. I just need to focus on Augsburg IF now, no matter what happens in the future. He ended up by saying, I want to move someday. And he admitted that one, he has admitted that he wants to move someday. But when I hear the rumors, they go around in my head. That is why I would rather not hear anything and let others do the job. And that is what he has to say regarding his move to any other club apart from his current club, Augsburg IF. Now, let me end my presentation from the camp of the Black Stars of Ghana. And as you all know, we have 4 matches remaining being spread across September and October. Ghana versus Chad, Ghana versus Mali, Ghana versus Central African Republic, and Ghana versus Comoros. We will be playing Mali and Comoros as home matches, Chad versus Central African Republic in the away matches. And with respect to the latest report from the Communications Director of the Ghana Football Association, Mr. Henry Asante Chum, the Black Stars of Ghana will now play their home matches at the Accra Sports Stadium. So it is sealed that our 2 last matches for the 2026 World Cup qualification will be played at Accra Sports Stadium. That is the latest report. He stated it's on 3 sports. And let's have a glance on our screens. According to him, at the moment, the only approved venue for Black Stars matches is the Accra Sports Stadium. That will host Black Stars games in September and October. So Ghana versus Mali, Ghana versus Comoros, all will happen at the Accra Sports Stadium. And this is the latest coming in from the camp of the Black Stars of Ghana. I will end here with my presentation. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Subsequently, I will give you shout outs. Let's meet in the next one. As a Frenchman would say, au revoir.